I have now arrived in Huelgoat, so that's a quite iconic place in Brittany. It's got some lovely forests with some really dramatic rocks and some sort of like really great river shots. So hopefully I'm looking to get a few long exposures, even though the conditions aren't, or the leaves are green, and I would have really liked to come here in autumn, but hey, c'est la vie, as you say in France. So yeah, so I'm making my way to the site now, to where I'm going to take a few pictures, and yeah, my campsite's just over there, so it's like a 5k walk towards the forest location that I'm looking to photograph. I don't know how many people there's going to be, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to get any photos. So I'll take you along with me, shoot a bit, film a bit, and see what I get. So this is exactly the kind of thing that I'm looking for, and I kind of knew was here, but it's the first time I've got to see it. So it's the river looks absolutely gorgeous with the dramatic round rock, and tons of waterfalls, or tons of little cascades and things like that. So I'm going to make my way up the river and see what I get, yeah, because the light here is, I wouldn't say optimal. There's quite a lot of hot spots around, like just behind me where the light is bouncing off the rocks, so I'm not sure if you can see that, yeah. So it makes the scene quite hard to photograph because you have to take that into account. The light is still quite harsh, so I'm going to wait and see if there's better light as the evening gets on, and see if I can actually get any shots. Because my main goal of this trip is to scout, so yeah, is to scout locations potentially for tomorrow morning or for later on during my stay. This is probably one of the most amazing locations I have ever been to. It's got the river, and the rocks in the river just look amazing. I've never been somewhere where there's been so many cascades, so many little waterfalls, it looks like a scene out of a fairy tale or something like that. It's completely amazing. I've got no idea if I'm going to be able to get a shot because the light's not that great, and it would be unreal with mist. So I will definitely see how things go, but the landscape is amazing. Can't get over how amazing this location looks. The rocks, the boulders, the water, the crystal clear water, it looks like a scene out of this world. It looks like it's come directly out of like this fairy tale or something. So yeah, it looks like an unreal location. So definitely coming back next autumn in sort of like October, November, that kind of time, because the colours would be so amazing. So yeah, in my head, I'm definitely coming back. I can walk by this scene. The rocks look so good. I love the S that's formed in the rocks just behind me, and how the water just sneaks through them like a snake. And yeah, and as well there's a huge boulder in the background. Shit, I nearly fell over. There's a huge boulder in the background that just creates depth in the image. It creates a point where the eye can go to, and it really rounds out the composition as the water helps guide the eye through the composition, through the rocks. And even though there's no light and the colours aren't amazing, well, just the scene and the composition makes up for it. I'm going to talk you through my camera settings. Done in 4 seconds to get a lovely sort of like a ethereal water look to smooth it all out. And f11 for the focus. Low 3, so I think that's roughly about ISO 30, something like that. And I've got a polarizer, as you can see, and I'm just over 20 millimeters, probably around like 21 millimeters. So yeah, the polarizer cuts quite a lot of the glare out of the image, and it really improves the water, so it's really a good thing to have. I also wanted to say that I've focus stacked all of my images, so I can get a sharp image throughout the photo. I'm not sure if you can hear me because of the roar of the torrent behind me, but I've just missed some lovely golden light, so I'll probably have to come back another evening because the light was just coming through the rocks and right in between the gap between the rocks, so it was absolutely spectacular. But unluckily I couldn't get my tripod set up in time, so I didn't get the shot, but I did take one anyway, so we'll see how that one turns out. So I'm going to make my way up there to see if I can get a good view, as the light is continuing to get better, but down here we're not getting much light, so I'm going to try to go up and see what I get. I've arrived at la mare des sangliers, so like the boar's pool or something like that in English. So yeah, I'm going to grab a bite to eat, as the light's virtually faded now, it's hidden by all of the hills, so there's no real rush to get any images. So I'll grab something to eat, maybe take one image. I know where this location is now, so I can definitely come back if there's like at a moment where there's some mist or there's some better light. So I'm going to maybe scout out a few compositions, see what I get, but first of all have a drink and get a bite to eat. Again, I'm just using a polarizer to get rid of all of the glare, and also reducing my shutter speed to sort of like around 1 second or 4 seconds, depending on the effect that I want. So I've framed up a simple composition just like that with the rivers making through the rocks. I find it creates quite a nice S in the composition, and also quite a simple composition too. So yeah, I quite like it. So I've taken a long exposure, framed just like that, and we'll see how it goes. So I think I'm going to call it a day and head back towards my camping, because yeah, the light's gone, and I think it's a decent walk back, and I don't want to get back too late, so I want to get back while it's still light. So I'll call it a day, and but I'm still really quite satisfied with all of the pictures that I've taken. It's really, it was a lot more than I expected to, and it's just such an amazing location. I do recommend it if ever you're in Brittany or in Finisterre. You should really pop by. So yeah, I'm looking forward to shooting it again tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for my next video on this trip into Finisterre, and also exploring Huelgoat and the forest around it.
Thank you for watching this vlog. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe to my channel. In my next video this weekend, I'll continue to explore the depths of Huelgoat forest. I'll see you then. Bye!